Welcome to New York. The Raptors getting set to take on the Brooklyn Nets after a couple of days removed from a win against Milwaukee. Paul Jones and Sherman Hamilton. And Sherm, this is kind of another notch in the schedule, you would say, for the Raptors. They've done a really good job against the East, 16-4, 11-2 against non-playoff teams. Brooklyn is one of those. So it's a matter of really kind of trying to be professional and, as you said, about themselves, taking care of business.
Well, you got to play who's on the schedule, and the Raptors are facing another team that's below 500, Eastern Conference team, but there's no question that the Raptors have to understand that this is a part of the process. Right. You're going to have to beat some elite teams, but you're going to have to take care of those teams that are considered less than elite. So this is another challenge, and sometimes it's difficult to get up for those games, but there's no question that the Raptors have to be prepared. And again, we've talked about it many times, about what they're trying to do, right, how they're trying to process this season, and where they need to go. This is one of those things that you can't let a record get in the way.
So the Raptors 11-2 against non-playoff teams, 5-2 against playoff teams as it stands right now in the East. And Sherm, as we said, the Nets not a playoff team, but they are playing much better than people thought they were or would at the beginning of the year. I wonder what Cleveland feels about that draft pick now. The Nets with a lot of young guys, Sherm, that were other people's picks. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is hurt, but Stauskas played well against Toronto. They've got Okafor. Spencer Dinwiddie was in that Stauskas draft. They've acquired young players and are paying attention to them as they start to build.
Yeah, a pretty creative job by Sean Marks there, being able to find some young talent for the future without having draft picks. So it was a good job by management. But having said that, this is also a team that has to figure out how to play in a winning style of basketball, because young players, you don't want them to develop in losing environments. And right now, Brooklyn's struggling, but I think they're understanding how to play a certain style of basketball. They're buying into it. And now the wins aren't coming, but if you can cement that style and the confidence in the coaching philosophy, the wins will start to come as these players start to mature.
And you can see that game tonight, 7:30 on Sportsnet, and hear it on TSN 1050. And a reminder, for all your Raptors news, highlights, information, keep it logged on Raptors.com.